Good morning, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. I'm making this video today. Um, I hate to say I'm making it in response to because it weighs much more heavier than a response to. Today, a person that I had held to a high regard. I held this person in high esteem. I recommended this person to a lot of people, etc., etc. Today, I listened to one of his vlogs, and in his vlogs, he goes on a rant where he says that he's coming out of the closet about being a person who does not believe in God. Okay. All right. So me, myself, and I'm a God-fearing man. I do believe in God. And I know that perhaps some of the things he has said in the past, I can understand them now because he doesn't believe in God. When he's troubled about poverty, when he's troubled about other people's conditions, when he uses his family as clickbait, and some other things that he's done. And I confronted him about it. When I say confronted him, I sent him emails and I told him, I said, these things will come back to haunt you. You can't put your significant other ass on screen to get views and then think that that's not going to come back and haunt you. Well, I understand now why he felt he could do it. Because people who don't believe in God, their moral compass is driven by ungodly sources. And those sources use any means necessary to guide those people who believe in God away from God. So this man can entertain you and he can say things to you that, unbeknownst to you, is little by little by little by little leading you away from that which you believe in. Why do I say that? Because before I unsubscribed his channel, I read some of the comments. And a lot of the people said they are believers. They believe. But they sounded just like the mega crowd. They believe, but Calvin, so-and-so, it's okay. This. There's all kind of excuses. They're all kind of live and let live, okay? For people who believe, there's boundaries. There's boundaries. You're not the U.S. government where you have to accept all. Whatever they do say, everyone has a right. In religion, there's boundaries. Boundaries are set. And boundaries are set for a reason. And we all know what the reasons are. And we should not transgress those boundaries. And when someone sits idle and passively accept someone who is indoctrinating over 50,000 people to not believe in God, how many of those people who say they believe in God and subscribe to that channel don't speak up? Where is your faith? What do you believe? How can you believe and follow a man who says he does not believe and you follow him? Even the devil believes in God. But the devil has made a pact. He has sworn that he's going to prove to the Creator that what? Mankind is not worthy of what God has bestowed upon him, and therefore he has been given respite to whisper to all of mankind and tempt to lead them astray from that which God says he should be doing. That's his mission, to whisper. He can't make no one do nothing. He can only whisper. And when you find someone who is a willing recipient of the whisper and spreads it, and you being a person of belief and you know that he's spreading the fact that he's an unbeliever, and he's encouraging you and giving you advice, and how is it that you're gonna all of a sudden take his advice on how to come to the Philippines, and now you're not going to take his advice about not believing in God? Are you going to draw the line there? Or are you just going to say, hey, it's okay, I understand, to each his own, no problem, I'm with you, I believe in the things you say? How do you know that the things he's telling you is not going to eventually accumulate to you doing the evil that is whispered to lead you astray? We're responsible for who we follow. We're responsible for what we do. And I just want you to know that I do this channel because I found in the Philippines that there is a way to become a better person. That is learning the culture of the Asian, the Filipino. If you learn his culture and adapt it to what you have as a person, I believe that you can become a better human being. That's my philosophy. That's what I found out. That's what has happened to me. That's why I'm here. That's why I've been here. Since 2006, I've been here, coming here, back and forth, permanent residence today. So my purpose for talking to you is to have you to become a better person. And if I'm going to ask you to come to the Philippines to be a better person, and I'm not going to tell you that who you're listening to may be giving you the advice from the main source that's dedicated to leading you astray. I challenge you. Go back 2 months, 3 months, 4 months before the channel got 50,000 views. And you will see that the channel blew up on his wife's ass on the screen. And it was a conscious decision, because if you go back a year, you'll find his philosophy was his wife was not on the screen because that wasn't her cup of tea and he didn't want it. But once he found out that the logarithm was blowing up with beautiful women, he put his wife's ass on the screen and he made it to 50,000 and his paycheck blew up. But let me tell you this. All good things must come to an end. You see, all good things must come to an end. And those that do wrong, that do dirt, all you got to do is sit back and watch them implode. Watch them implode. Some people have been to the bottom of the barrel. Crackheads hit the bottom, and when you see them say they're sober, they're no longer a crackhead, they've come back up from the bottom. Okay? And they've used a method by which to come back up. But they're still a crackhead. Sober crackhead. Sober drunk. Okay? It only takes one slip up to go back to the bottom. Unless you change who you are as a person. And if who you are as a person don't believe in God, even if you was an alcoholic and you went through the AA, they tell you, you must give credit to a higher power or you're not going to make it. And when you say you don't believe, you've denounced that thing that brung you from the bottom. And guess what? You headed right back to the bottom. So I suggest, let the people take their trip on back to the U.S. It's time to hit that crack pipe again. Needless to say, I'm disturbed. Needless to say, I'm pissed. Because I cannot sit back and let someone tell 50-some thousand people that there's no God. And because of some erroneous, sick reasons, they justify it. If that's your belief, I say keep it to your damn self. Don't propagate it. And if you propagate it, I say those of you who believe and hear it, stand up against it. Stand up. Unsubscribe. Unsubscribe him. That's what I say. Unsubscribe him. Stand up. Let him know that if you don't believe, I can't listen to you. And if you don't believe and you want to spread it, I can't listen to you. If you don't believe and you want to keep your mouth shut, and if I can decipher in your conversation that you're an unbeliever and you're spreading falsehoods, then I choose not to listen to you. But when you tell me that you're an unbeliever and I'm going to continue to listen to you, oh, how strong is my faith in God? I'm letting everybody know. I don't condone it. I'm speaking out against it. And if I could, I'd snatch him by his collar and give him a good talking to. Because I'm older than him. And he damn well better listen to me. But no, what did he say? He tired of people telling him, don't tell him no more. Okay? Let God tell him. That's what I say. Let God show him. God can show him. God can show him. Remember, you got a 3,000-mile flight back to the USA. Several layovers. Okay? Your non-God-fearing ass, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see if you don't be so afraid when you cross that ocean. Soon as you hit the ground in Detroit, you go run for a crack pipe. Let's see what happens. Not wishing no evil on you, but I'm just letting you know that when you proclaim to 50-something thousand people that there's no God, you got a punishment coming because you're spreading evil. And I don't condone it, and I'm speaking out against it.